Hello, my name is Hiro Kuge with KUBOTA Membrane USA, and I would like to talk about KUBOTA's MBR and MBT solution. Let me start from introduction. A lot of people ask me, is this the same company that makes the tractor? Yes, it is the same company but different department. We provide multiple water and wastewater products as well. KUBOTA is not just a membrane supplier, but provides design, build, and operation in Asian countries. KUBOTA Membrane USA provides MBR and MBT equipment, system, and package plants in North America. We provide small package plant with 20,000 gallon per day capacity up to the largest MBR in North America with 42 mgd capacity. I will talk about this plant in the later slides. KUBOTA started MBR business in 1985 with external tubular type MBR. This is actual installation photo. The issue of this membrane was when fouling happens, inside the tube was completely plugged up with the sludge and became like a sausage. I apologize if you're just eating a sausage in front of the screen right now. But operators need to bring a long stick to stick those sausages out, and it was not a good product. Therefore, we developed a flat sheet membrane in 1990. KUBOTA is the pioneer company for flat sheet MBR. The concept of flat sheet MBR was to make everything simple. Simple structure, simple design, simple operation, and maintenance. Due to this simplicity, now we have more than 6,500 plants worldwide. We became independent MBR system integrator in 2013. Now, let me explain about the MBR process. Why do we need MBR? These are the benefits of KUBOTA MBR. Our MBR achieves high effluent quality. It provides a small footprint. The overall process will be simple, especially compared with typical advanced treatment. Our MBR enables simple operation and maintenance. It is very reliable, as you can see from our multiple installations. Let me explain these items one by one. This is simple schematic of MBR compared to conventional activated sludge process. For conventional process, there are clarifiers after the aeration tank to separate the clean water from the sludge. The issue of this process is that if the settling doesn't go well, there will be suspended solids going down to the river. With MBR, we're going to put membranes into the aeration tank, and these membranes are going to physically separate the clean water and the sludge. Therefore, MBR will always achieve a high effluent quality without any suspended solids. Relying on physical barrier also enables higher mixed liquor in the aeration tank up to 1 to 2%. This will reduce the overall reactor volume significantly. Clarifier is not required, and that would also reduce the overall volume. KUBOTA membrane will achieve high effluent quality without any suspended solids or BOD. We were approved for Title 22 in 2003, and the effluent is reusable. The MBR effluent is also well known that it is disinfected. There are multiple studies around the world, and there are some of the test results from different studies. At Porlock Plant, UK, the fecal coliforms and F+ coliforms removal was tested. And as you can see, no matter you have high or low effluent, the effluent was consistent. We also achieved a good pathogen removal at Lake of the Pines, California plant recently, where they operated the membranes for more than 10 years. Another advantage of KUBOTA MBR system is that it enables small footprint. These are the capture of similar capacity MBR plant versus conventional activated sludge plant from Google Map with same scaling. Both plants treats around 28,000 to 30,000 population equivalent, which is around 3.5 mgd. As you can see on the left, the MBR facility has significant small footprint. If you need to achieve high effluent quality, you need to add some tertiary treatment process after conventional activated sludge process. MBR is a combined process of secondary treatment and a tertiary treatment in one tank. So it makes the overall process very simple. One of the big advantages of KUBOTA MBR system is simple operation. We require in situ chemical cleaning every 3 to 6 months, and this does not need to drain the tank, whereas some other membrane companies require very frequent chemical cleaning, like once a week, as well as intensive chemical cleaning called recovery cleaning, where they need to drain the whole tank, which would be a lot of work for the operator. Maintenance of KUBOTA membrane is also very simple. We can take one cartridge out from the cassette and do some destructive testing if necessary. We can conduct membrane strength testing to figure out the lifetime of the membrane, or do the flow rate testing in order to optimize the plant performance. Another advantage that we have is that our membrane is very reliable and well proven in the market. For MBR, we have 6,500 installations worldwide with 400 plus installations in the US. We also have 40 plus installations of MBT. As I explained earlier, we started MBR business in 1985 and we do have 30 plus years of experience. Now let me explain about the membrane thickening process. Why membrane thickening? Let me start with the basics of MBT. This is simple schematic of MBT process. There will be sludge holding tank or an aerobic digester tank where they receive WAS of around 0.5 to 1%. The sludge will be pumped into MBT tank where sludge will be thickened up to 2.5 to 4%, which is roughly 3 or 4 times higher concentration. The thickened sludge will be returned to the holding tank or to the digester. With MBT, if the plant is hauling the waste sludge by a truck to nearby centralized plant, they can reduce the hauling cost significantly up to 1/3 or 1/4. If the plant has an aerobic digester, by having 3 to 4 times higher concentration, you can reduce the process tank volume and air scour for the digester to 1/3 or 1/4. Also, because MBT will work exactly like MBR, there are no need of polymer addition, and you can achieve high effluent quality as well. It would be a continuous and easy operation just like our MBR. Our first MBT was developed in Japan in 1997. We are the pioneer company for the MBT. We have 40 plus MBT in the US. Our largest MBT installation is 28 mgd plant on the liquid side. MBT works well not just with MBR, but with conventional activated sludge plant, sequential batch reactor, oxidation ditch, and anaerobic digestion as well. Let me explain our products. We have mainly 3 different types of membrane cassettes. EK uses a shorter membrane cartridge. RW uses a bigger cartridges. SB uses a modular type of membrane in the cassettes. There are coarse bubble diffusers underneath the EK and RW cassettes, and fine bubble diffusers underneath the SP cassettes. This slide shows the cartridges and modules. They all use same membrane material and is all same flat plate style. It is just different configuration. Our typical scope is all the MBR system equipment, but in a small projects, we can provide a prefabricated package plant. This enables easy installation for the contractor. We also provide control packages as well. This is our overview screen of our MBR system. It shows the latest 1-hour trend in the overview screen. If only a value is shown on the screen, the operator may not find out whether that value is a spike or a continuous number. But if you have a brief trend, the operator can find out where the plant is at with one sight. Let me explain some of the case studies that we have. This is Swanage plant in the UK. The plant is commissioned in 2000 and the flow rate is 3.4 mgd. They selected MBR to meet a tight regulation around the beach. This is Palm Jumeirah in UAE. This plant was commissioned in 2007 and the flow rate is 4.8 mgd. They use MBR effluent for irrigation around the plant. This is Tokyo Mid Park. MBR is located at the very basement of the building and treats non-toilet wastewater from the building. Treated effluent will be reused for flushing the toilet since we do not need drinking water to flush the toilet. After the toilet, it goes down to the sewer, so it is one-time recycle, but the owner does not need to buy 180,000 gallons per day of drinking water just to flush the toilet, so they save some money. This is Jerome, Idaho. The plant is operational since 2008 and the flow rate is 3.24 mgd. They receive not just domestic wastewater, but also cheese and daily factory wastewater as well. This is Piedmont, South Carolina plant commissioned in 2012. Their flow rate is 4 mgd max monthly flow with peak of 8 mgd. They have membrane thickening process as well as MBR. This is Trophy Club Texas project with 1.75 mgd. This was a retrofit of existing conventional activated sludge process, and the photo on the left here still shows the existing aeration plant up running during the construction work of tanks kind of shown behind over here. The right photo here shows the MBR after the retrofit is completed. This is Chart Hall project in Maryland. We provided a stainless steel package plant with capacity of 67,000 gallons per day max monthly flow and 150,000 gallons per day peak. This is another package plant that we provided in Grapevine, Texas. This package plant was all prefabricated, and as you can see from the photo on the left, it came on the one truck. It was extremely easy installation work. The effluent of this plant is used to flush the toilet in a big building right next to. This is Lake of the Pines, California plant commissioned in 2008. They have MBT as well as MBR. We have done pathogen removal study at this plant with membrane that are used more than 10 years. We have achieved a good removal of pathogens. This is Wapito, Washington, located right next to Yakima. This was a retrofit of RBC and SBC into MBR. They demolished RBC tanks, but kept the SBC tank and converted into an oxic tank. They have gravity filtration process, and there's no pump for membrane filtration, which is also one of the benefits for KUBOTA MBR system. Now, let me explain about the Canton, Ohio project. Canton is a town famous for Football Hall of Fame. I know this is online, but please raise your hand if you are a professional football fan. You are welcome to visit the plant if you are interested in either football or MBR. The project capacity is 42 mgd max monthly flow, 88 mgd peak daily flow, and 110 mgd peak hourly flow. The MBR treats up to 88 mgd. The construction cost was about $80 million, and it was a retrofit project. The plant is up running for a couple years. Existing plant had primary clarifier, aeration tank, and secondary clarifier, which is a typical conventional activated sludge process. To meet the tighter nutrient regulation, the plant was upgraded into MBR. Both clarifier was converted into EQ tanks to cut the peak flow above 88 mgd. Several walls were built inside the aeration tank to have anaerobic tank, anoxic tank, pre-air, and MBR tank. This shows the process flow and hydraulic retention time of each tanks. The swing zone and pre-aeration has total of 0.81 hours, and MBR is 1.72 hours. KUBOTA MBR tank will work effectively as an aeration tank and provides majority of retention time as an aeration tank. Total HRT is 4.6 hours. MBR MLSS will range in between 11 and 14,000 mg per liter. The MLSS gets around 14,000 or higher during the peak flow, but it is operating well. This shows the 2 mm perforated fine screen. We recommend having 2 mm perforated fine screens before our MBR. This shows the design of MBR. The plant has 6 trains, and retrofit construction work was done one at a time, since they needed to keep the plant running. This is the photo of existing aeration tanks before the retrofit works. This shows the construction work inside existing aeration tank. They are making some walls. This is anoxic tank with mixer. This is fine bubble diffuser in pre-aeration tank. This is our SP membrane cassettes. This is the MBR tank. This walkway is in the middle of MBR tank. Air scar piping is shown here. Underneath this walkway, there is a pipe gallery for permeate pipings. This shows all 6 trains converted into MBR and up running. This shows the nitrogen removal at the plant. 7-month average was 5.96 mg per liter. This shows phosphorus removal at the plant. 7-month average was 0.88 mg per liter. Chemical is not added. We do have R&D center right next to the headworks building, and we do some testing at this plant. Let me wrap up. KUBOTA developed the flat sheet MBR system. We are continuously committed in the MBR business in North America. We have developed simple and robust flat sheet MBR system. Our MBR can achieve high effluent quality. Effluent is disinfected and it is reusable. Membrane thickening is also available. KUBOTA provides small package plant as well as large MBR system. We have reliable experience with 6,500 MBR installations. Canton, Ohio project was an economical retrofit of conventional activated sludge process into MBR process with 42 mgd max monthly flow capacity. If you have any questions, please contact us or our sales representatives from our website. Thank you very much.